Okay, this little video is for my North Texas gardeners. Tuesday night, Mother Nature's throwing us a real curve. It's going to be, they're forecasting 38 degrees overnight, which means your most fragile things like your peppers or your squash, maybe even your beans if you garden in a very exposed area, could be at risk. Tonight, tomorrow night, we're in the mid to upper 40s, even 50, I think, on Monday night. But Tuesday night, it's really going to fall. So I just wanted to show you a few things that you could do to just protect overnight. First thing I want to show you is if you're gardening in a container like this. You know, I have beans, I've got a cubanella pepper in here, and basil, and some flowers. So what you could do if you've got a container, this is what they call freeze cloth, and what I would do is just cover this, anchor it down, and you'd be good to go overnight. The other thing that you can do, that I have done and continue to do, is a milk carton. Gallon milk jug, cut off the bottom and place it just right over your plant. Okay, and then you can anchor around with that with leaves or pine straw to help insulate. That works really well. If you don't have any gallon milk jugs, again, you can use pine straw just to cover, put a nice thick layer. If you don't have pine straw, leaves. Just pack leaves in and around your plant. It's like this. And over the top. Now you have to make sure you uncover it the next day, of course. But leaves also have a really good insulation factor. The other thing you can use, if you use some leaves, is a towel from inside, a sheet, a quilt, a blanket. Any of those things work. Now, if you've got a larger plant that you need to cover, use a bucket. You know, your tomato plant should be getting up there about 10 to 12 to 16 inches at least by now. So what I would do is I would put my leaves down and then just use a bucket to cover it. Could be a mopping bucket like this, or a 5-gallon bucket like this. You know, I use all of these methods here in the garden. Now, if you've created a hoop bed and you still have the hoops on from the winter, what I'm going to do with this bed, because I've got lots of green beans, I've got a couple of peppers in here. These are atrudas. These are an orange sweet pepper. I'm just going to cover this back up with my 10 mil plastic and anchor it. Now you're wondering, well, what do I do if I've got a bed that has really big tomatoes in it? Now, this is a good example. This bed, as you can see, and it's exposed to the north, and we're going to have a north by northwest wind. What I will do for this bed is that I will probably pack it with pine straw, and then I'll wrap my freeze cloth, especially on this exposed northwest side, to protect these, because these are all in bloom and I don't want to lose the fruit that's going to set on these tomatoes. This is the fruit that we see on these tomatoes is second set. I always pinch off the first set. So that is what I would do. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments below. Janet from Janet's Kitchen Garden. See you later. Bye.